One of the issues with the Joe Budden podcast, Rory and all these different podcasts is like the New York bias, bro. Fun fact about me, I'm 30 years old. I'm born in '95. My first introduction to hip hop was probably like Kanye West when Jesus Walks came out or something like that. Or I think when I was younger than that, I used to love Biz Markie. I think that I was like probably like 5 or like, oh baby, you got like that joint. Like I fuck with that joint heavy. But so Kanye, when I heard Jesus Walks and all that kind of stuff like that shit was fire. But I think around '03, that's when 50 Cent came out. And not that he took over. No. I don't know if Jesus Walks came out first but I think 50 Cent came out '03. '04 around either '04 or '05 or around November time. Maybe I kind of got obsessed with 50 Cent and G Unit and shit like that to the point where I'm like, yo, Tony, yeah, I'm reading the magazines, all that kind of shit. The first tape I ever got in life was a Lloyd Banks tape that my stepdad had. You feel me? This is like around November 2004 or something like that. I don't know which mixtape it was, but I remember asking like, yo, you got any 50 Cent CDs? He like, nah, I got this Lloyd Banks joint. And I was playing that shit back to back to back. So one of the first tapes I ever had in life. Yeah, the first CD I ever had in life was a Lloyd Banks tape. You feel me? Lloyd Banks is a GOAT, bro. Like, real shit. He didn't live up to his potential, but that was for personal reasons. Maybe he wasn't really that into it as much. But there's been a discussion that's been coming up. Rory and Maul brought it up where they was debating between Lloyd Banks and Fabolous and stuff like that, and I kind of wanted to chime in on it a little bit. So I've been seeing like a lot of people actually having a debate about this. Lloyd Banks is up there, but this a nigga that ain't done nothing in 16 years, bro. And 16 years is being fair. By 16 years, I mean when he dropped that Beamer, Benz and Bentley, and when he had Kanye on the song, that was the last time that he actually had some relevancy. Yes, niggas are going to glaze and, Lloyd Banks drops 10 albums in the last 3 months. Nobody's listening to that shit, my nigga. Are you kidding me? And look, I'm going to break this down to y'all. I hate when people be like, this rapper's been the most consistent that they ever been. It don't matter if the music not relevant. I'm going to break it down to y'all. Snoop Dogg been dropping multiple albums every year. He dropped the album last year called Is It a Crime? You've never heard of that album. He dropped the album in 24 called Missionary. You've never heard of that album. He dropped the album, I think this is a little vibe, but he dropped the album called Snoop Cube 40 Short. You've never heard of that. Gangsta Girls in 2022, I Still Got It. You've never heard of that. So yeah, certain rappers might be, relevant and not relevant, but still drop music. But it don't matter if it's not being heard of. Niggas ain't really like vibing with it. You feel me? So now I'm gonna look up Lloyd Banks' last albums because I heard that Lloyd Banks been kind of consistently dropping albums, and people kind of use that for the debate. Like, yo, Lloyd Banks been more consistent. It don't matter if the album's not really felt. Like, I gotta be honest with you. So, alright, so he dropped the album called Despite My. He dropped the album on this past October called The Six Swords. He just, like this past Halloween, he dropped the album called The Six Swords. 2025, he dropped the album called Despite My Mistakes. 2024, he dropped the album called Halloween Havoc last October. Yeah, so like within like the last 2-3 years, he done dropped 38 Special. He got Dave East on there. He done dropped 1, 2, 3. He done dropped 5 albums in the last 3 years. You watching, you never heard of none of these albums, bro. You never heard of none of these Lloyd Banks albums, my nigga. Fab on the other end, he haven't really been dropping albums, but Fab stay relevant. Even his Selfish freestyle that he dropped last January, that shit is still going up, bro. Fab haven't been dropping albums because he been dealing with like label issues and shit like that. But Fab, he's still that guy. So I'm gonna read some of these comments on Twitter. So Chat Nigga 101 posted it, and and I'm gonna just read some of the comments. At I Ain't Gonna Cap says Lloyd Banks was a better rapper in the 2000s than Fabolous. He's a better rapper in the 2020s than Fabolous. Banks has a better album catalog. Banks and Fabolous have classic mixtapes. I'll go with Banks with mixtapes. I'll go with Banks with mixtapes. Fabolous has more hit songs than Banks that we all know. Fabolous reaches a lot. I'm done reading this. Greatest mixtape catalog of all time, dog. There's a debate for Fab being top one, maybe even top three, because you got Jeezy in there, you got Lil Wayne, you got I heard 50 Cent was in there, but he's not really of my era when it comes to mixtapes. But Fab his mix. This shit almost feels blasphemous to me, bro. This shit almost feels blasphemous. Y'all crazy. Banks definitely raps better than Fab. Banks is way better now. Back in the day, they were equals. So one of the things I always heard people say was you don't go off of like what people say, cause it on Twitter and on social media, people start like these weird little where they kind of not rage baiting, but they kind of saying some shit that they don't even really believe. Like they might say like, "Yo, the industry be sleeping on Exhibit. He's quietly having the best year of his life. His numbers are going crazy." And you look him up on YouTube, and you got 4,000 views on some shit. So I'm gonna look it up. The way these niggas are talking about Lloyd Banks, it's like, yo, he's going crazy, bro. He's out of here. Like. So if his lyrics are so amazing, I just want to look at his numbers real quick. That's it. I just want to look at his numbers. So I'm going to check out his official YouTube page. Okay, audio, video, audio. This is all audio. Where's the music video at, bro? This bum ass nigga don't even have no music videos out, bro. Bum ass nigga don't even have no music videos. Like I heard 50 Cent say Lloyd Banks is lazy, but this nigga is such a bum. He don't even have music videos out. But a lot of these audios are doing alright. I ain't even gonna hold you. They doing like 500K on each joint. Just in the audio. Alright, now let me look at Fab. Fab, he dropped a freestyle. All these Fab freestyles are double. 1.1 million, 3.1 million, 1.2 million, 2.3 million, 9.3 million on this joint. 13 million on this Selfish freestyle. So a lot of the Fab audio are damn near doing double of whatever Banks is doing. Probably a little bit more than that, bro. Lyrically, Banks is one of them, dog, but I'm not comparing. He's not even in the same stratosphere as Fab to me. Lloyd Banks is more closer to Vado than Fab. Digital thugs him out, like, comments.